Hello everybody, this is PotterBrony and welcome to another blind reaction of some MLP Fanwork. This time we have another Pinkie Tales, or this time actually Discord Tales, from Magpie Pony. This time we have Discord Tales, Goldichaos, and the Three Princesses. Gee, I wonder who Goldilocks is going to be in this one. Though to be fair, the thumbnail showed Discord with Twilight's hair, so I'm not really sure. Yeah. I was made aware that this was the next one. I thought it was going to be Shaladin. Am I pronouncing that right? I thought it was going to be Shaladin, but then I guess this one is in between last week's and this and what's going to be next week's now. So, as always, link in the description below. Be sure to support Magpie Pony over there, and let's get the video started and see what they have in store for us this week. And starting the video in 3, 2, 1, and go. What? Oh.
Why, hello there.
Oh, okay, so he interrupts it.
So sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming. But you see, a little birdie told me that Pinkie Pie was making up funny little stories. Imagine that.
So you want in?
Called them funny, and I wasn't even included. Clearly, we all know who the real comedic genius is around here.
Naturally.
Let's see here.
It's Fluttershy.
Pinkie Tales, Salamadama-ding-dong. What is this?
It's a pony parody of Aladdin? Discord, what in the hay are you doing here?
Aladdin.
Drew Magpie into it, huh? Breaking that fourth wall.
Inviting me to rip off Disney?
Aladdin was a fairy tale long before Disney got a hold of it. Besides, I leave the casting choices up to Pinkie. I have no say in who plays the genie.
Genie? Who said anything about the genie?
But you just...
I think I'm more cut out for Princess Jasmine, don't you think? A whole new world.
I honestly would love to see him as the
Tell
genie.
you what, little bird pony.
I wonder who they
Bird
cast as...
pony?
I, being the gracious lord of chaos
As the genie.
I am going to give you a little lesson in comedy. Oop.
Although maybe Genie is a bit too on the nose for him.
My bad. There.
Goldie... Wait, what? You can't change the story?
Hello, Lord of Chaos. I thought that was pretty self-explanatory. Maybe somebody needs to watch the show that she's parodying. After all, you do tend to get the ponies mixed up.
Look, Discord, I haven't prepared for Goldie... whatever this is. I haven't written it, I haven't casted it, I haven't even found a narrator!
I thought Pinkie was in charge of the
That's
casting.
where you come in, my dear.
Me? Oh, no. I write them, I don't read them.
Too late. It's official.
Yep.
See?
But I thought Scribbler was gonna narrate this time.
Read by Magpie Pony.
No, that's not what I...
First, some pony.
That's good.
Discord Tales.
Just get money. Hey.
Discord Tales, totes my goats.
All right, I'll do it. But wait,
Yeah.
what did you do with Pinkie?
Now, off you go. I need a moment to prepare myself for my starring role. Lights, camera, mariachi band.
Well, if that's not a Q reference...
Are you ready for a widow bedtime story to send your widow sleepyheads off to beddy by? Oh, not to worry. She's a little tied up at the moment.
Oh, that's
So
ominous.
good old Unky Discord is filling in. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. Once upon a time...
In a kingdom of pastel girl toy ripoffs, there were 3 reigning princesses. The eldest was called Celestia, and she was in charge of cleaning all of the kingdom's toilets until they shined like discord. Celestia, the eldest princess, was not in charge of anything to do with toilets. She was charged with
Hey,
bathing
stick to the
kingdom
script.
sunlight. To do so, she beckoned to what she called the Great Sphere of Light every morning and basked in its brilliance. Sometimes a little
So is it
too
Soul,
much.
Estia?
Oh, great one! Once again you have graced us lowly subjects with your sweltering heat and light.
The second princess was called Gluma, and she was far more aloof and estranged than her sister. She was charged with controlling
Interesting
Celestia's
look.
unhealthy obsession with the sun by putting it to rest every night. However, containing her sister's obsession was rather taxing on Gluma, and she only found solace in darkness. Constantly lurking in the shadows, Gluma spent her days moping around the castle and writing poems about the inevitability of death.
Luma,
Naturally.
come join me in our traditional offering of obedience to the Great Sphere.
Welcome
Beholding
to the
obedience,
world of
I gaze
tomorrow.
The ever-looming cycle that is life. One day we'll all become as ash and earth, and all will forget of our mark in its histories.
Celestia was unfazed by her sister's words.
Still-
She stared unblinking at the sun and didn't react when they started smoking and shriveling at the sight.
Shippence, help me get Celestia away from the window before she
Shippence.
goes blind.
The princess is shipping.
Again.
Oh, but Gluma, her adoration of the sun is just so adorable. I ship it.
The third and youngest princess, Shippence, was the princess of the ponies, charged with keeping the peace and ruling with both sternness and compassion. However, Shippence had a tendency to take her duties a little too far, imposing her ideal relationships on her subjects regardless of their input and compatibility.
Holy crap.
Stop forcing that guard to make goo-goo eyes at the maid and come help me.
Oh, but they're so perfect together. She sneezed and blushed fiercely in embarrassment. But, like a gallant hero, this noble stallion uttered, "Bless you." Their eyes met, and they
So it
shared
must be
an
love.
unspoken moment of bliss.
You said the same thing about the chef and the cooking pot this morning.
Gluma, cooking pots don't have eyes. I just thought that with all the time he spends with it, it only makes sense to enchant the cooking pot to love him back.
Naturally.
Oh, glorious sphere! Even as you take my vision away, I must bask in your brilliance. Oh, how it burns!
I miss Pinkie.
Do you?
One particularly boring afternoon, the three princesses sat down to enjoy their meal. They were presented with all manner of wonderful things to eat, including a wide array of fruits, salads, and desserts alike. The final dish placed on the table
But no
before them
bananas.
was a delectable serving of porridge. Each princess took a bite and then spat it out in disgust.
What horrors have my taste buds been subjected to? This porridge is not worthy of the royal tongue. Oh, great sphere of light, send down your justice upon those who dare subject my royal tongue to this slop.
Celestia levitated the bowl to the windowsill and continued her plea.
Some lowly fool has dared to present porridge so cold that it has failed to burn the royal tongue.
How many times are you going to say royal tongue?
Shower your heat upon
As often as
this
needed.
fool until it radiates with blistering heat and burns as brightly as your light.
You're mad that the porridge didn't burn you.
What is a burn but more proof that we are blessed by the sun's influence of heat? Fire is merely the gift given to us mortals as the form of the great sphere we can control.
Fire consumes all in its path. It cannot be controlled as it is as element as death. Fire is a means to produce not heat and light, but ash that then the earth will claim as its own. We are fools to tempt death. It is all-encompassing.
Fire and death? I ship it.
Shippence called from across the room.
That's it. until this porridge is worthy of our royal taste buds.
Do you even have taste buds anymore? I figured you'd burn them all off by now.
We will take a walk, for the great sphere needs time to bless this meal.
A walk? Oh, a walk sounds so lovely. It'll give me a chance to check on the animal traps I laid in the garden this morning. So far, I've caught 3 male birds, a female bunny, and a rock. Hopefully now, I have caught their everlasting true loves and can make it so.
Why must life curse me to endure this?
Glooma asked, following
Yeah, I'm
after
with
her
you there.
sisters begrudgingly. While the princesses were away on their walk, a mischievous
Okay.
little draconequist happened upon their castle.
Tra-la-la, innocent puppies, flowers, and rainbows.
Is that Twilight's mane?
Now, my little birdie. Narrators aren't supposed to make comments on the story. Even you should know that. Besides, I doubt she'll miss it.
No, she doesn't miss it at all.
Whoa, what happened to you?
Oh no, of course not.
Yeah.
Goldilocks. A purple and pink mane is so appropriate.
Oh, I have plenty of Goldilocks. And Gold Keys as well. This one opens my storage
Wah, wah.
unit. This one unlocks the talent and the fandom. I'll just hang on to that one. Oh, and this one unlocks the cage that you keep Pegasus bitch in.
Cage? What cage? He can leave anytime he wants. Give me that.
Oh, dear my! What is this? Such an enormous and stereotypically girly castle. Ooh, with adorably delightful matching guards, each sold separately.
Halt!
Only
pony
$29.95.
shall enter the princess's castle without express invitation.
Well, I'm not exactly any pony, am I?
I said halt!
Now do make up your mind, please. We haven't got all day. I'm not above recasting you, you know. Perhaps you would be better suited as the royal toilet polisher. After all, somebody really must do it, since Celestia feels like she's too good for all that. Or perhaps something a little less chatty, like a flower or a tuba. Oopsie, wrong story. A pig, perhaps.
Also the wrong story.
Oh, have an apple, why don't you? Ready for a luau. That joke's not in bad taste, is it? I believe I got
tastes
a
pretty
little
good.
off track. What story is this again?
Just go. Please. No more stick.
The guard whimpered, pulling his spear away from the door and allowing Goldichaos passage. When Goldichaos made his...
I am a her, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
get it right.
If you can make Rainbow Dash into a prince and Spike into a drag queen, it shouldn't be too difficult to change my gender as well.
You're the one who made all of the princesses' voices male. Don't think I didn't notice that. When
Yeah, but didn't comment on
Goldichaos
any of
made
those.
her way to the dining room, she discovered that she was famished from her journey and desired something to eat. The servants had cleared the table of the remaining food from the royal lunch, with the exception of the 3 bowls of porridge. Goldichaos examined the first bowl of porridge carefully. She seemed unfazed by the fact that it appeared to be on fire, taking a spoonful and swallowing it in one gulp.
My, this porridge is too hot. I can barely
Gee, you
stand
think?
it. Never mind that I'm part dragon. Nevertheless, I shan't eat another drop.
Goldichaos tossed the first bowl of porridge back onto the table and approached the next one.
All right, let's see here. Oh my, is this bowl is shaped like a skull. That's more like
Neat.
it. I find this positively delightful. Perhaps this forage will better suit my taste.
Forage?
Goldichaos took a gulp from the oddly shaped bowl and spat it out again.
This porridge is as cold as death, and I have the sudden urge to write a poem. The scar that lies very deep in my soul like a
With the
river
emo hair.
sorrow. Where did that come from?
Goldichaos set the bowl
That's what you
back
get
down
from
on the
eating
table
from that
and
bowl.
moved on to the third and final bowl. She seemed a little hesitant to try it due to the fact that it was heart-shaped and bubbling with little pink heart bubbles.
Oh, this looks promising. I've heard about this heart thing. You know, Fluttershy insists that I have one of these, but as I have clearly demonstrated, I keep old copies of magazines and ceramic mugs stored in my chests. Oh, I have a stunning little centerfold of Celestia that I... Oh, right. This is a children's
You don't get to see
program.
it?
I'll just say
Oh, well.
the internet later. Now,
I'm sure it is somewhere on the internet.
I won't get any diseases by touching it, will I?
Diseases?
Probably.
What diseases?
It's shipping.
Passion, understanding, caring, or even the dreaded cooties. Yuck.
No, Goldichaos. You won't catch caring. I promise.
Well, alrighty then.
If you say so, you know.
Goldichaos dipped her tiny spoon into the porridge and took a bite. Once she did, her eyes lit up and she smiled.
This porridge is just right.
Goldichaos said, putting the porridge, bowl and all, in her mouth.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm forgetting something here. Let's see here. Porridge too hot, too cold, yada yada. Ah, yes! I forgot. I cannot eat this porridge until I have found the proper chair to sit in.
Goldichaos got up from the chair she was currently sitting in and examined the other chairs in the room. On the far end of the table, there was a chair made of metal and lined with metal coils, with scorch marks indicating that they had been heated on a frequent basis, and all in the shape of a sun.
Ooh, talk about the
Wow.
hot seat. This must be... Hey, Celestine's dining chair. Final answer.
Body switching cure.
Goldichaos sat in the chair for a moment and then scowled.
Maybe it doesn't work
Princess
until you
Twilight's-
plug it in.
Princess Trixie.
Goldichaos reached behind the chair and plugged the extension into the wall. The metal coils turned red and began heating up while Goldichaos adjusted herself, trying to get comfortable. Moments later, she sniffed the air curiously.
Something's burning.
Smells like they're cooking up something delicious for dinner. Oh, no, wait. That's me. I guess that means only hot mayors can sit in the hot seat. Bird Pony, be a dear and play a rim shot for me. I seem to be otherwise occupied.
Thank you.
Once Goldichaos had freed herself from the ceiling, she found another chair.
That's just
to try.
comfortable looking.
This one was all black and had wooden spikes sticking out of the arms, legs, and back.
Perfect.
There was a small cushion on the seat of the chair, and Goldichaos settled right in.
Ow! I think I've sat on something sharp.
Goldichaos
You think?
shifted in her seat, searching around under the cushion with her tail before pulling out a tiny green pea.
I am a real princess after all.
Unsatisfied
Really?
with this chair,
Alright.
Goldichaos found the only remaining chair in the room, the one right in front of the perfect porridge.
It's a bit snug. Not exactly my choice for color. Yes, this
Much
is
better.
perfect. And now at last for my scrumptious
What does the one behind his head say?
Goldichaos poured the porridge into
Caution.
her mouth
Keep
and
it-
flung
okay,
the
it's
glass
caution
bowl
tape.
into the wall, shattering it upon impact. Soon after, however, she spat it out again.
Oh, no, no, no. Now it's too cold. It's all ruined. Time for bed.
Moments later, Goldichaos appeared in a room with 3 beds, each uniquely designed for its princess.
They
The
have to sleep in the same room? Okay.
Satisfactory, and the third one always is. Well, no pattern there. On to the first bed.
She approached the first bed, which was painted gold with symbols of the sun. When she touched the mattress with the tip of her claw, the bed suddenly sprang to life. It clasped her arms and legs down to the bed, and a pair of headphones appeared on her head, where a disgruntled Glooma could be heard saying,
The sun is not a deity. The sun is a ball of gas millions of miles away. Fire is not a toy.
What?
The sun is not a deity. The sun is a ball of gas millions of miles away.
Silly ponies and their strange lullabies.
Goldichaos said, magicking herself out of the bed effortlessly.
Why would
The moment
Celestia
she
have this
did
bed?
so, the bed changed to look harmless again.
Well, that bed was too hard anyway. Let's see what else we have here.
The second bed Goldichaos approached was shaped like a plain black wooden coffin.
Unless Glooma did
She
that to
laid
her
down
bed.
in the soft bedding interior and found that she began to sink into it slowly. As she did so, the coffin lid also began to close over her.
This one is just a bit too soft.
Goldichaos magicked out of this bed and fixed her mane before spying the third and final bed. It was, not surprisingly, shaped like a large heart with rose petal sheets and rosebud pillows. It was draped in a canopy of fine silk and bathed in artificial pink lighting.
Oh, happy day! This is the bed for me!
Goldichaos cried, face planting into the bed so violently that the entire bed collapsed all around her.
Yep, super comfortable.
Perfect.
Later that afternoon, the three princesses returned to the dining hall, eager to try their porridge for the second time. Celestia was pleased to see the scorch marks around her bowl and praised the great sphere as she lowered her spoon into the charred remains of her meal. Before she took a bite, however,
Yay,
the spoon
tasty.
clattered back onto the table and she let out a horrified gasp.
What in the name of me is this? Some pony has desecrated the royal porridge by sampling it before me. Oh, grave injustice! Who would ever dare defy me, the caretaker of the great sphere? Before this day ends, the great sphere will bear my vengeance upon those whose tongue this porridge has burned.
Celestia stamped her hoof down angrily on the table, sending her bowl flying across the room and onto an unsuspecting guard.
Huh.
Poor
Looks
guard.
like some pony's been eating my porridge.
War, thievery! What desperate, lonely fool would want to disgrace their own mouth with the foulness of your porridge, Glooma? Shippence, what of your inadequate gruel?
Huh? Oh yeah, my porridge was eaten, full destroyed, so sad, etc., etc. So, Glooma, this strapping young stallion over here was just telling me that his favorite color is blue. And, just like you, his favorite time of the day is sunset. You two have so much in common.
Ship it!
It said, pushing the embarrassed stallion forward with her magic.
No.
Oh, come on. How can you say no to this fix? Look how adorable.
No, Shippence.
One kiss?
No!
How about a nose nuzzle?
Give it up, Shippence.
Some pony has been sitting in my chair!
Celestia interrupted, examining what Goldichaos had called the hot
oh yeah,
seat.
somebody's been
Glooma,
sitting in their
grateful
chairs
for the
too.
subject change, joined her.
I smell the ash remains of a flank that is not my own.
A poor soul perished from the lure of curiosity. They knew not of the nature to which an immortal can withstand such pains and remain unscathed. But even fire has its redemption, for it burns the flesh to feed the earth so that a new generation can spring forth from...
Glooma, look! Some pony has sat in your chair. Oh wait, I don't care about that. But my chair! Now that is still an injustice.
Remind
Yes,
me again why I
huge
have to
injustice.
sit on this instrument of torture for every meal.
And I cannot be certain, but I believe something has changed about Shippence's chair as well.
Shippence once again seemed
You think so?
unfazed by this anomaly. Instead, she levitated the guard near Glooma, leaned in close to Glooma's ear, and whispered,
Touch hips.
Enough! I can bear this madness no longer!
Kiss! Just kiss!
If you need me, I shall be in my bedchambers, vexing my life's cruelties!
Ah, don't worry, Tiger. We'll get her.
Shippence said, patting the guard's head sympathetically. Much to Glooma's dismay, the other two princesses followed her to their bedchamber. Celestia was still on the
Are
prowl.
they shipping him with another guard?
Sampled her porridge and desecrated her chair with their flank. Shippence had given up on her OTP, Gluma and the guard, once she had bumped into an unsuspecting female guard in the hallway. She reasoned that those two had far more in common, and it became her new focus. It wasn't more than a few seconds upon entering the room
the fickle heart of
Celestia
shippers.
cried out,
Someone's been detained in my bed!
I'm more interested in the fact that they got out of it.
This mystery baffles me so, Gluma. What fiend has infiltrated our castle and done us such injustices? Look! Your bed has been defiled as well. How can you remain so calm?
We haven't considered the possibility that the castle staff may have just been cleaning up.
Celestia's right. There is a perpetrator. And she's still asleep here on my bed.
Good gracious, Shippence!
Oh,
What
how
has
about
she
that?
done to your lovely sleeping quarters?
I've done worse.
Arise, mortal! The great sphere will enact its justice at last!
5 more minutes.
Too tired to wake up.
Celestia's face turned red with anger. She levitated the intruder off the bed and shouted,
Discord! No pony steals
Oh, Pinkie got out.
from Pinkie Pie!
Who is in Discord? I am Goldie.
It's a good way to end it. It really is.
Say it! Say it, Discord!
And they all lived, painfully ever after.
What just happened?
Now, where were we?
So what happens when Discord steals it again? Because I think the upcoming one...
Oh, heck no! It can't be over.
It is Celestia. Alright, that's what I thought he said. Alright, so Shaladin for real next time. Okay. Well, that was interesting. So I'm wondering what will happen next time. I don't think that one was posted yet. I know I saw her do casting stuff for the next Discord Tales. So, what happens next time when Discord takes over story time for Pinkie? She won't like that. Anyway, so that was Discord Tales, Goldichaos, and the 3 Princesses. Good stuff as always. I've really nothing more to add. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. As I said before, be sure to support the original Magpie Ponies channel. Links in the description below to that video. And I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, take care.